Swiggity shoo, what do you do? That's easily the most retarded intro I've ever done. Come on, dude, you can do better than that. Come on, Daniel, think. No. No. One sec.
Ball games in the refrigerator, doors closed, lights are out, but it's getting hot!
It's very American.
Yeah, it is.
Manners maketh a man.
Hey guys, Daniel here, back again with another review. So I just watched Kingsman The Golden Circle, and it was actually really good. As far as quality, I would say that it's up there with the first film. It's not quite as good as The Secret Service was, but it was still really good. And as per the usual with films that I recommend with you guys, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. So let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. So the premise of this film is, after suffering a massive attack, the surviving members of the Kingsmen are forced to join forces with the Statesmen, who are in essence the American versions of the Kingsmen. And together they take on an incredibly powerful, ruthless, and resourceful drug lord who takes the world ransom. Moving on to the things I really liked about this film, I thought the acting was absolutely superb. Taron Egerton did an excellent job bringing some great emotional depth to his character, which is something we didn't really get to see in the first film, and I really enjoyed his performance. I'm looking forward to his future projects for sure, because he is still young, and I think we've got a lot of great performances from him coming up soon. Mark Strong as Merlin did an excellent job as well. He got a lot more screen time than he did in the first film, which really let him shine as an actor. Halle Berry did a great job. Channing Tatum did a great job. Jeff Bridges, as always, was excellent. I really like Pedro Pascal, who got the most screen time of all the Statesmen. He did a really good job, surprisingly, because he played Prince Oberyn in Game of Thrones, and I was kind of iffy on his performance in that, but it was really great to see him in this one. Give that much of a shit about his character. I really enjoyed Julianne Moore's performance. She was the main villain, Poppy, and the performance she gave was really good because it's a role we've never really seen her do before. It's a dark, ruthless character she was playing, but she still had this giddiness to her character where it really added to the fucked upness of her character. Probably my favorite role really though was Elton John, who played himself. He was absolutely hilarious, which was really interesting because I've never actually seen him act before, but when I went into it I was kind of like, I don't know how he's gonna do, but he was easily the funniest character in the whole movie. Some other things I really enjoyed about this film, I really liked the unpredictable nature of it. The problem with so many movies today is that you can predict exactly what's going to happen, but that was not the case with this one. I was sitting there watching it, and I think to myself, oh, this is probably what's going to happen next. But the film went in the exact opposite direction of what I expected. It was surprising to see that nowadays, like I said, with how everything is so predictable. I also really enjoyed the action sequences. I thought that they were very well choreographed. Especially a lot of the chase sequences were very well done. The entire last scene, the final face-off against the villain, was very well done. I really enjoyed that entire sequence. It's like 20 minutes to a half hour of just a badass fight. And it's something that was very satisfying to see because while it was long, it wasn't drawn out because there was so much going on at once that it was very enjoyable. I also really liked the special effects. I thought they looked very good. Which is something else that's good to see, especially after watching The Hitman's Bodyguard and seeing the absolutely shitty, green screen effects they had in that film. It was good to see that in this. I also really enjoyed the humor. I thought the timing was really good, especially, like I said earlier, Elton John was absolutely hilarious. I thought the humor was a lot better than the first film, But all in all, it was still a really good movie, but there were a few things that did kind of bother me about it, so let's go ahead and look at those. So some things that did kind of bother me, I thought the plot was a little weaker compared to the first film, but it didn't really ruin it for me. There were a couple of plot holes that stuck out. You know, they were very minor. They weren't major glaring problems like Captain America Civil War had, to where you sit there the entire time thinking about the plot hole and it just ruins the entire movie for you because it was so retarded. I also thought the pacing was a little off at times. You know, there would be a scene where it was an over-the-top badass, you know, chase scene or an action sequence, something like that, and then it would abruptly stop and go to, you know, a slow scene where people were just sitting down talking for like 5-10 minutes, and then would go to another, you know, over-the-top action sequence. But you know, it didn't really happen all that often, so it didn't take much out of the experience of the film. There was one scene towards the end that did bother me, I'm not gonna lie, but to avoid spoilers, because talking about this part would ruin a big part of the film for you guys, I'm not gonna do that for you, because I do recommend this film for you guys. So in conclusion, like I said before, guys, I highly recommend this to you guys. I really enjoyed it. I think you guys will like it too. Like I said, it's not as good as the first film, The Secret Service, but granted, that's one of the best films I've seen in the last 5 to 10 years. So my final score for Kingsman The Golden Circle is an 8 out of 10. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. Also, throw me a like and let me know down in the comment section what you thought. Or if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations for movies I should check out or future videos, let me know. Till next time, I'm Dank.